Today, I wanted to talk about playing the long game. Listen, guys, I have been playing the long game my whole freaking life. And let me tell you, I'm starting to see the results of it. And I'm going to keep seeing results. The long game, it doesn't feel as satisfying in the moment, but it will be so satisfying later on in life. Let me explain what the long game is because, yes, this applies romantically, but this applies in like all areas of life. So I'm talking career, money, friendships, everything. Like anything you can think of, the long game is the way to go. And while, yes, sometimes the long game way, it takes a longer time, the rewards you get from playing the long game are outlasting. They're not as easily taken away. So, the long game basically requires us to do the right things, the small things, the boring things consistently over time. And when you think of your goals in the sense of the long game, right, instead of being like, I need to change tomorrow, you think, what can I do in a year? What can I do in 5 years? What can I do in 10 years? Your brain is going to start thinking very differently. When you play the short game, you're looking for short term rewards. And those short term rewards, while they give us a dopamine hit in the moment, they're not sustainable over time and often are very unstable. A really great example of this is in relationships. Like relationships, everybody should be playing the long game. Not just romantically, but platonically as well, like in all your friendships. And the reason for that is because true deep friendship is built with consistency over time. It's not actually healthy to emotionally hand everything to someone all at once and just pour all your heart and everything into just one person all at once when you barely know this person. Like, it's just not healthy. Healthy dynamics, they grow gradually over time. And that's something that was a hard lesson for me to learn, but gradually. It's not necessarily the time, it's the technique, right? Time does not matter if you're doing it wrong. Playing the long game, sometimes you actually do get things in a shorter period of time. And sometimes, like, you can have like a long period of time, but you're playing the short game. You know, let's say you keep crash dieting and you're like, well, I'm playing the long game because I keep dieting or whatever. But no, you're not playing the long game. You're not doing the technique that is the long game. You know what I mean? Long game is being like, let me increase my step count by 300 steps. Trust that the results are coming. Same with relationships. Just over time, you don't have to pour everything in the forefront to be like, stay attached, never leave me. You have to have trust. You have to have trust and you have to slowly pour into each other over time, consistently over time. From what I've observed, people just want shortcuts to everything. They want shortcuts to their dream body. They want shortcuts to their dream relationship. They want shortcuts to their dream career. They want shortcuts to all the money. And listen, guys, it's not how it works, okay? It's actually those things you want, they're not necessarily hard to achieve, but they require you to play the long game. The long game. Let's say you want to be a dancer. Okay, I am a dancer. But you start auditioning for all these dance roles before you've even become that good of a dancer. And like, listen, I think it's great to audition for things, get the audition experience. But if you're getting frustrated and that is what you're focusing on is just getting the success, not actually mastering the craft, think about that. I started learning Japanese as a child. Okay, I started teaching myself as a child, and over time I improved more and more and more. Now I would consider myself fluent in the language. I still obviously make mistakes. I could have been more consistent, honestly, but with having that in my life consistently over time, it has brought me so many opportunities. It has brought me so many opportunities with my body. Guys, I used to be 30 pounds heavier. I used to be 30 pounds heavier than I am today. That was 5 years ago now that I was 30 pounds heavier. And I have consistently gotten closer and closer to my dream body. And that's 5 years. Okay. And while you're like, oh, but I want it tomorrow. But as I've played the long game, as I've been like, okay, these are the things that are sustainable. I'm gonna see results over time. As I've just slowly changed small things that have been sustainable over time, that is where I see the results. That is where I actually see my life change because it's an identity change. It's not just a short term, whatever. The same thing can be applied to relationships. You can try and put a lot of intensity into a relationship all in the beginning, and I'm telling you, that's going to create a really unstable, unhealthy relationship. But if over time you gradually pour more and more into each other and trust each other more and more, I'm telling you, those relationships, they're the slow burn, bro. The slow burn, those are the best. I haven't been in a romantic relationship. I've had romantic feelings for people before, and I've had mutual romantic feelings for people before. So I know what that feels like um, to really intensely like someone who kind of go a little overboard. But for my platonic relationships, I have seen the slow burn work really well in my life. And I have been building some really beautiful friendships that I didn't even know were possible for me. I really want to emphasize that the long game is where it's at, guys. The long game is where it's at. And the sooner you start playing the long game, the better. I mean, think about it like an investment account, right? Like you put your money into a high yield savings account, the sooner you start saving every month towards that, like if you start saving like that when you're younger, you're going to have a lot more money in that account over time, right? But it's the small things. It's not even like, oh, you need to put $1 million in there right now. It's that over time, you keep consistently putting money in it, it keeps growing and growing and growing. You will see the results. When people do you wrong, I know like it's so tempting to just want to like throw it back on their face and respond to their immaturity with more immaturity, scream at them, call them names, whatever. I know it's really tempting to do that, but the long game is doing the right thing, right? The game is doing the mature thing. And it's going to feel so good because your life will speak for itself in the future. Your life will speak for itself. And that is all you need. You don't even need to worry about it. I know it's not as satisfying in the moment, but the long game, man, it will show. It has worked in my life many a times. My life keeps changing for the better, and yours can too. So play the long game, period.